Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Well, it's that time of the week again. I'm going to go look through some of the packages that the delivery services have brought by. We'll see what kind of fishing reels and the like have arrived in my shop for service. We'll talk a little bit about each one of those reels. And, well, hopefully we'll see what it is that's going to be required to give these reels a second chance. And then, oh, by the way, we'll try and do just that. Keep them running and rolling and fishing for a long time to come. The idea of proper service and maintenance is, well, that's the trick to surviving in the harsh environments, particularly in the salt. And if you have a reel and you haven't had it serviced in a while, I recommend that you do so. What's a while? Well, about every year. I just did a Penn Spinfisher 7500, the version 7 series. That reel was last done in 2018, and the owner told me it hadn't been serviced in its life. Wow, no wonder it was running a little bit noisy. Well, we got that one back out there ready to go again, and let's take a look at the projects that we'll be doing this time around. If you like these kinds of videos, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, please use that notification button. That will let you know when I'm posting. And, well, you can take a look and see if that's a video you would like to watch. You'll get an idea of what I service by what we're going to be looking at in the previews here. All kinds of different fishing reels. And, well, you might just find one that you're interested in, that you'd like to learn more about, like to learn how to repair or why they were made and how they're used. That subscription will help you and help me, and it doesn't cost anything. All right, let's look at the first one to come in. The first one comes in from Patrick in California, and there's actually two of these reels. These are the Penn Fathom 2. They're the 12 size, I believe. And this one's a star drag, not the lever drag Fathom. And this one does not have the level wind on it. That's there as well. So kind of an interesting reel. I like these. They're a small format. They're great for casting. And, well, when you're casting, you don't need that level wind moving all over the place, disrupting your cast. Very strong reels. Folks ask me the difference between the Squall and the Fathom. One has the graphite case. That would be the Squall. The Fathom has the metal case. So basically, internally, if you learn how to service the Squall, you can service the Fathom and vice versa. And, well, this one and the one in the box here has an issue with the free spool release. We're not quite sure why that is, but we're going to call that operator error. He had asked me if I've ever seen them come loose. They're both loose, and I would say they've probably been installed incorrectly when somebody went to do the service on them. The reel turns but will not go in free spool, which says, of course, that something is loose there. We'll do a video on this one to see how to reinstall those eccentrics and get those things back out there fishing again. So thank you for sending those in. Those of you who are interested in seeing that, stay tuned. We will do just that. All right, next one comes in from Iowa. And this one comes in from James. So let's see what James is sending in. As I mentioned, we work on all kinds of stuff, and, well, we work on stuff from across the country. Always amazes me to find folks out in California asking for help, and we're all too excited to do just that. Whatever it is, it's a lightweight reel. I'm not quite sure what we have in here. We have a reel that I just kind of was working on before. I was working on a Daiwa Regal. This one I don't think is the Regal. This is a Sedona. This is a Shimano Sedona. Seems like everything is working. Not sure if we're just in for the tune-up. Please repair. So I got to find out what's going on in that reel. I don't think I've done that version of the Sedona, so we'll try and do just that. It may have been in his email. I didn't give a real quick look on that, but I'll try to help James out with that. We may do the video on that one. I'll have to check my library to see what we have. Well, Kevin is sending me this one. Kevin and I have recently been trading a couple of things. Kevin has been in search of some fishing reel parts, and I had some extra parts that we kind of swapped between each other. And now he tells me he's sending me 3 reels to be serviced. We have a Zebco Pro Staff, needs of cleaning and adjustments. We've got a Fluger. And, well, we've got an Abu. So let's take a look and see just what those are. Right, so this is the Fluger that's missing the handle. This is a Fluger Criterion. This one looks like it came up out of the briny. There's a lot of pieces and parts missing on this. There's damage to the case. I'm not sure what we can do with that. Frozen here. I think he may have picked this one up from the bottom of a lake. It's all crusty, and I'm not even sure if this can turn off. Yeah, I think we're seized on this one. That one may be a hopeless cause, but you know, Kevin sends the ones in that he can't repair. And, well, let me see what we can do. Here's another one here, then. This is an Abu. It's a beautiful reel. I don't remember which one this is. It's got the green side. Same issues here. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to Kevin. I'll give him a call. He left his number in here. Find out what's going on with these reels. And the last one, he just tells me is a cleaning and adjustment. This is a Quantum Zebco, I believe. This is the Pro Staff. May have been before they picked up Quantum. This one actually turns, and it does free spool. All right, well, we at least have 1 out of 3. The other 2 are adventurous, and well, we're going to see what we can do to keep them going. Well, if you like these kinds of videos, please indicate that by hitting that like button. If you have questions on the reels that we're sending in here, please leave them in the comment section as well. I do try to answer questions and address comments on a regular basis. That is usually in the mornings of the day following. So if you're leaving a video comment or question in the evening, check back in the morning. You probably have an answer for that. This is Joe. Joe's a regular customer of mine in Long Island. There are great fisheries out there. It looks like we have 2 bait casting reels that were probably used for fluke or summer flounder, as they're sometimes called. We call them fluke up here in the Northeast. They kind of look like baby halibuts. They're flatfish. And, well, this one is a Daiwa. I'm going to guess Lexa. Can't really see. Yeah, we have the Lexa WN. I think they're probably just in for service. I'm imagining that he has had a full season with them, and it's time to get them serviced. This one I may have actually even serviced before the season started. This is the Quantum Accurist. If you need the videos on how to service that Accurist, I know that those are in my library. I think I also have videos in there on the Daiwa Lexa as well. So if you're interested in how to tune either one of those reels up, you should be able to find them in my library. Oh, we've had a little bit of everything. We've had California, we've had New York, we've had Iowa, and here comes California again. This one comes in from David. And let's see what David is sending in. Okay, this is an interesting one. This one may have been previewed before. I'm not quite sure. We'll just do it again for fun. This is the Orvis 100. This one is a made in Italy reel. This one has an issue with the bail spring. And let's just take a peek inside, see what we have here. These are the days for those single screw side plates. You found them on Mitchell's and others. So you can kind of get a quick look at what's going on. That's a fun kind of a oscillation system. We have a spiral gear driven by the main gear that's going to have an offset for your crossline arm that will push the spool up and down. Let's see if it's working. Well, that's probably not working because I think the bail is stuck open. So we'll take our time. We'll take this one apart, kind of show you a little bit about the reel itself. And, well, I know we have a fellow in Italy who's a regular watcher of our channel, and maybe he can tell us a little bit more about who made the Orvis reel and fill us in on some of the details. I'm always interested in learning about that kind of stuff. If you know who made the Orvis reel as a manufacturer, please let me know. And well, we'll see what we can do in terms of passing that information along to the channel watchers. Well, there you go. There's a good set of reels. We got some saltwater conventionals. We got a couple of spinning reels in. We have a few bass low-profile bait casting reels. Well, that's what always makes this channel fun is we're not focused on one particular manufacturer or one particular brand. We get to cover a whole bunch of types of reels. Kind of keeps it interesting. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. And again, if you would like to see a reel as a video, I'll try to point you to one. If we've done it, if we haven't done it, I'll try to do that video for you. And, well, teach you is what it is that I know, so that you can become better than the way I do it by innovating, learning, and adapting what I show you to your own style and your own way of doing things. Before I leave, I want to thank our first responders, our police, fire, safety, and rescue, everybody involved in keeping us out of harm's way. Truly appreciate everything it is that you do. I want to thank you, the viewers, for helping make the channel what it is and what it will become. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, wishing everybody a great day.